Good evening, and thank you so much for being here. You know, I've been to this museum several times when I come visit my mom for Christmas and such, and I was really honored that they asked me to play. And I'm just going to get going right with a song that actually my mom requested that I play, and it's called Pales in Comparison. Say there's a place where I want to take you, where we can hide and nothing can break through. Across the county line, at the end of the gravel road, through the dying pine, to where the muddy spillway goes. Together they walk the edge of the mile, holding back on the reins of desire. She said, I need time to think, I got so much on the line, so much to give, and even more to leave behind. Together they walk the edge of the mile, holding on to the reins of desire. Even the brightest light pales in comparison to you. Even the brightest light pales in comparison to you. She packed an overnight bag and came down from the second floor, lit up a cigarette on her way out the door. Together they walk the edge of the mile, swallowed up by the flames of desire. Even the brightest light pales in comparison to you. Even the brightest light pales in comparison to you. Even the brightest light pales in comparison to you. Even the brightest light pales in comparison to you. Hey, thank you so much. I see some familiar faces. I see some people I've never met before, and that's always a beautiful thing. Let's see, I'm just going to go into another song. This song is called Anyway, and this song is on my album Invisible Lines. It came out about a year ago. And I just say this is about, you know, when you feel like you're kind of at the bottom of the barrel, and then you meet somebody that maybe helps turn that around for you. And to me, I equated that with riding around on back roads, because I always found that a comforting thing when I was a kid. Growing up in Clay County, I would always just if I needed to find solace, I would just go cruising on all the back gravel roads around. And I thought of that and kind of for the imagery of this song.
But I found you anyway. Like a wounded bird, you fell out from the sky above me. You hit the ground. I wasn't looking for truth, but I found it anyway. The dead of night, I was thinking to a bottomless pit, my soul was sinking. Like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. I wasn't looking for trust, but I found it anyway. I gave you my heart, don't you give it back. This too is my emergency contact. I wasn't looking for a friend, but I found it anyway. I do my best not to let you down. Take all my money and blow it downtown. Like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. I was running out of reasons to switch my light from dim, but the way that your love hit me, baby, I'm still recovering. Like a ride down the back roads I once drove down to escape. You came along and eased my worried mind out of the fray. I wasn't looking for love, but I found it anyway. Yeah, I found it anyway.
You never know when the line of a song is going to come to you. And I remember when I was writing that one, I had a dentist appointment, and I was sitting in there, and I needed a line for the second verse, and I was filling out the little form, and it was like, list your emergency contact. And I was like, oh, what is that? So that's where I came up with, I gave you my heart, don't you give it back, list you as my emergency contact. They're always right in front of you, you know? I'm gonna do a brand new one here. This is called Dry Creek. I wrote this one at the top of the wonderful year we had called 2020. And I guess this song is about uncertainty. I was thinking about everything going on in the world, but I think it can mean different things to different people. This is called Dry Creek.
cry that echoes in my mind, telling me to beware and that I'm running blind. But I ain't gonna listen anymore to the sound of old boots pacing the floor. There's a future up over the ridge, and that dry creek was once water under the bridge. As I lay in wait of what is sure to come, uncertainty everywhere, gotta hold on everyone. I'm trying hard not to let it rule my mind, but I lost that battle one too many times. There's a future up over the ridge, and that dry creek was once water under the bridge. I saw a bird up high on a branch much too thin, and an avalanche in waiting, teetering on the rim. So hold on tight, it's gonna be a bumpy ride till we find salvation on the other side. There's a future up over the ridge, and that dry creek was once water under the bridge. Yeah, that dry creek was once water under the bridge.
Hey, thank you so much. Speaking of 2020, I had a lot of time to sit around and write a bunch of songs this year. One good thing, a lot of time on my hands. So I'm going to play one for you here. This is called Nowhere to Land.
Won't pretend I know what you're going through, where you've been, where you're from, or where you're headed to. You're getting by most any way you can, flying like a bird with nowhere to land. I can see it in your eyes, the way you look at me. No trust in what I say or in what I believe. It's coming clear, I never understand what it's like to fly with nowhere to land. It's hard to find the words to say, so I'm gonna do less looking and more listening today. Woke up to another new day coming down. Beauty in the sky, not so much on the ground. For too long my head's been in the sand. It's time I fly with nowhere to land. Yeah, it's time to fly with nowhere to land.
Hey, thanks so much. I guess sometimes we fall in love with things we're not supposed to. It may be bad for us. In my particular case, it was this certain guitar I had my eye on up at the music store. It was a 1965 Gibson J45 that I just became obsessed with. It infiltrated my brain. I could not move forward with my life until I made this guitar mine. And I wrote a song about it because that's how I get this kind of thing out. And so this song is called Cherry Sunburst.
I saw you sitting all by yourself, like you own the place, but slinging low on the top shelf, putting a smile on my face. Didn't need no validation to feel cool. I knew right then of me you'd be making a fool. Someday, baby, we're gonna leave each other alone, like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone. The first time I laid eyes on you, had another on my arms. I tried my best just to remain true and fight your cherry burst charm. But I never seen something on God's green earth so fine. I knew right then and there I had to make you mine. Someday, baby, we're gonna leave each other alone, like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone. In the middle of the night I'd wake up wondering if I had the nerve. I think about how I would hold you if I could ever flatten the curve. Close my eyes, you won't let me be. This time I make reality of this dream. Someday, baby, we're gonna leave each other alone, like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone. Like you were when I met you, like I'll be when you're gone.
All right, thank you so much. I think I started playing guitar when I was about, judging by the clams on that one, you might not believe me, but I started when I was about 8, I think. I started on the piano, and then I heard Hurt So Good by John Cougar on the radio, and I decided I wanted to switch to guitar because it seemed a lot cooler. I slightly regret that decision now, because I wish I would have stuck with piano, but, you know, I can play a little bit, but... So all these years later, I was kind of thinking about that song in some way I could maybe rip it off a little bit and write a riff around it. So that's what I did. And this song is about, you know, you lose somebody you love and then you might run into them when there was somebody else, and that really sucks. And I'm not saying I had that happen, but I'm saying I thought about what it would be like if it did happen. And so this song is called Someday I Will See You.
Could be at the supermarket, coming down the aisle. Could be on a street corner as the two of you drop by. Could be on the computer screen, taking photos of yourselves. But someday I will see you with someone else. Someday I will see you with someone else. Could be at a rock and roll show, standing in the crowd, where I once held you close, our heads up in the clouds. But now that perfect dream sits dusty on the shelf. And someday I will see you with someone else. Someday I will see you with someone else. Happiness, it comes in waves, rolls up and then flows away. But even in the darkest times, there's a beauty there to find. Probably feel like a bullet train racing in my heart, headed straight for the symphony playing in the park. And in a cruel twist of fate, I'll be by myself. And someday I will see you with someone else. Someday I will see you with someone else. And someday I will see you with someone else. With someone else. With someone else.
All right. I don't wish that fate on anyone, especially in the grocery store, man. That's the worst. You fall out of love, you fall in love. This is one about falling in, but being scared to do it because, you know, it's a scary thing. You got to give yourself up. That train is an omen. I should play this song now. Originally, this song was called Baby, I Love You, but I thought that sounded a little not as cool, so let's change it to Maybe I Love You, because I wasn't sure at the time. If you ever get on the YouTube, there's a music video for this song, and it's basically just me kind of wandering around the city of Austin doing nothing. I know it sounds boring, but it's actually kind of cool.
Trembling on the inside, trying to comprehend how you got me reeling. It's never, ever gonna end. Like the rolling thunder coming from the west, my heart is belting clear out of my chest. Maybe I love you. Maybe I love you. I try to forget, ain't had no luck yet. Can't stop thinking of you. Feel my blood boiling up into the red. lost in your eyes when nothing needs to be said. Strutting like a loose dog, wander in the street, shadow of a butterfly dancing at my feet. Maybe I love you, maybe I love you. I try to forget, ain't had no luck yet, can't stop thinking of you. Wasn't that long ago, you were so far away. I was just a lonely boy, lost for the words to say. Thinking there's got to be a better way. Voices in my head are calling to me loud. The flames that we lighted are making the never proud. Can't understand it, but it just feels so right. Try to upend it, but it comes back every time. Maybe I love you, maybe I love you. I try to forget, ain't had no luck yet, can't stop thinking of you. Maybe I love you, oh maybe I love you, oh maybe I love you.
Thank you so much. I just want to say that I think almost every time I come down here, my mom's given me several shirts over the years from Sappington's, and then every time I come to town, I always tend to go by there, and Mr. Tommy was always really cool to me, and I just wanted to say my condolences, because I know he was really loved in New Albany here. And anyway, I just wanted to say that.
Last match, last straw, last song, last call. Before we pack it up and call it a night. It's late, I know, but that burn pile still grows. The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. I tried to look the other way, listen to what each other had to say. No matter the road we ride, can't seem to get it right. It's late, understand, how come we just can't get along? The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. I understand that there's been a change of plans. Maybe somebody out there can clue me in. is blowing and there's only one last match to light. I've tried to look the other way or listen to what each other had to say. No matter the road we ride, can't seem to get it right. It's been too long, how come we just can't get along? The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. The wind is blowing and there's only one last match to light. Ooh.
Funny thing about that, and I know that probably doesn't sound like a funny song, but you never know when you're going to come up with the little hook lines for a song like that one. The wind is blowing, there's only one last match to light. I was trying to light my grill one day. It was like the sparky thing went out, and then I had one match on one of those little deals, and poof, cookout over. But then you just take it from there, You might have that little hook line, and then it will spark some other imagination, or you can look through the various pages of scribbles that you've made in little books and napkins and things and piles and drawers, and you cobble something together. So when we were kids, we had family in Meridian, Mississippi, and we used to go there for holidays. Seemed like all of them. And it also seemed like driving from West Point to Meridian was pretty much like driving from here to Seattle. It just seemed like it took like 12 hours. And my sister and I have always kind of joked about it through the years. Anytime something comes up about a long trip or something, we always bring that up about going to Meridian. And I had it hit me one day to make that a song, and so I call this one Long Road to Meridian.
Well, there's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. There's a long road to Meridian. I can hear my mama's footsteps coming towards the door. She said, son, we're running late, I wanna hear those feet hit the floor. So I put on my Sunday best for the drive and climb right in, my brothers and sister by my side. 'Cause it's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. There's a long road to Meridian. Gave that gravel driveway headed for the Clay County line. Straight shot down that two-lane highway, number 45. And as we roll over Turkey Hill, the sun starts to rise. And the muddy waters of Chili Creek we leave behind. 'Cause it's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. There's a long road to Meridian. It was hard for me to see it at the time, but I go back there in a heartbeat to the crossroads in my mind. trees on the side of the road, moving in on the kill. We pull in for gasoline in the country store at electric mills. Man, I swear it feels like we've been 1,000 miles. But if we keep on rolling, maybe we'll make it by supper time. 'Cause there's a long road to Meridian. Got the pedal on the floor in that two-tone station wagon. It ain't far away, but it feels like it's never gonna end. There's a long road to Meridian. There's a long road to Meridian.
That's one of those, you know, when you do these, you hope you remember all the words. If I think about it before a show, I'll really start freaking myself out because, you know, if I'm going to play like however many songs and I start thinking about, God, that's like at least 50,000 words I got to remember. And it's like being in front of the class and having to do a speech, you know, and I'll start freaking out, but then I just don't think about it and just play the songs and they'll come to you maybe. As I run my mouth on that, I'm going to attempt something. I'm going to practice what I preach, what I tell. You know, I work with a lot of bands in Austin in a recording studio that I run there. I produce various artists. And I always tell them, if you got a new song, you got to just go ahead and play it in front of people. Because if you don't, it's not really real to me until other people have heard it. I mean, your cat might think it's great and that's cool and all, but you got to just throw it out there. You know, damn the torpedoes, as Tom Petty would say. So I'm going to try one tonight, and I've never played this in front of anybody except my mom, and she can vouch for this because she heard me coming up with the lyrics today when we were sitting in the kitchen drinking coffee. I'll tell you what it's about first, and then maybe you'll follow along. You ever have that thing when, you know, the person you're with, they're going downtown and they're going out. And then they're not home when they said they were going to be, and you start getting worried, you know, and maybe you start thinking they're out partying a little too hard, and you know, you might start feeling a little jealous or things like that. And so I try to tap into that a little bit on this one. This is called I Can't Make You Call. I'm wondering where you are, probably hanging late night at the bar. Where the last call's come and gone, the jukebox has played its final song. I'm looking at your number, I'm looking at your number, I'm looking at your number, but I can't make you call. Honey, I'll be home soon, looping in my mind as I pace the room. Your voice don't sound the same once those neon lights call out your name. I'm looking at your number, I'm looking at your number, I'm looking at your number, but I can't make you call. Do you think about what it's like when you're out in the city? I bet you're having the time of your life out there without me.
got to WD-40 the hinge. But I'll give you another chance, 'cause nobody holds me when we dance. I'm looking at your number, I'm looking at your number, I'm looking at your number, I can't make you call.
I've never oiled a hinge before, I promise you that. I've never snuck home late or done that. Not when I was a kid sneaking out of your parents' house or whatever. I go running every other day because it makes me feel good. And to me, it's the best medicine. And sometimes I come up with my best lines when I'm just about to drop dead from running. And that happened yesterday with that WD-40 line. So. While I'm on this kick of doing brand new ones, I'm going to do one more. And this one is called Making the Rounds. And in Austin, in Texas, you know, it may not rain for 6 months, and then one night it will rain 100 inches, and it will thunder really loud and scare the hell out of everybody. And it causes some anxiety and stuff, and so that's what this song's about. This is called Making the Rounds.
Did you hear that thunder crashing down last night? It kept me up to the morning, got me not feeling right. Yeah, I'm falling down, but I'll keep crawling, making the rounds. Some days roll on easy, others they hit you hard. One hot minute you rule the world, the next your clothes are out in the yard. Yeah, I'm falling down, but I'll keep crawling, making the rounds. I got nothing to offer you don't already have, but I lay this heart on the table. You can have it your way with it. For heaven's sakes, you can bend but don't break. Gonna tell you how I love you and how you make my heart sing. 'Cause we don't know what's around the corner or what this day will bring. Yeah, I'm falling down, but I'll keep crawling, making the rounds. Yeah, I'm falling down, but I'll keep crawling, making the rounds. Did you hear that thunder crashing down last night?
Hey, thank you. Since I'm on this thunder and rain theme, I'm going to do another one here about that. This one's called After the Storm. This is about when it doesn't look like there's much of a bright side, trying to find one. That's what this song's about. The stream will flow through the desert down below. We'll get back to what we know after the storm. The ice will melt like the pain that we felt. A better hand will be dealt after the storm. There'll be children outside playing in the park. Hand in hand we'll walk these streets after dark. The clouds give way to clear, like the blues they'll disappear. So far yet so near after the storm. Shattered window pane or damage from the rain, it might not look the same after the storm. But that's alright, yeah, that's fine. Feels like forever we've been inside. Let's go out for a drive after the storm and watch that sundown crashing into the hills. It's getting late, but I know we can make it still. 'Cause it's been on my mind, but thoughts ain't worth a dime. We're putting in the time after the storm. We'll leave that news behind after the storm. Hey, thank you. That song's hard for me to play sometimes. It gives me the chills. And that's what you want out of a song. I know it's right when it does that. But I know what's wrong for me, and that's sitting around on my deck, drinking too many beers, and not feeling so great. So I wrote a song about, sometimes when you may be in that state and you come up with a lot of really grand ideas and then you might not follow through on them. And so I was thinking about that and I came up with this song called Ramping Up Operations. And it's just about that feeling like, yeah, we're gonna do this, you're just hanging out with your buddies and then crickets the next day. We all know what we're talking about. If only in my mind, little things that once took the whole year are getting done in half the time. Maybe it's just my imagination, but sure got me feeling fine. I'm ramping up operations in my mind. This couch feels like an office in a fancy high-rise downtown. The TV's a PowerPoint presentation telling them what it's all about. A little bit of delusion never hurt no one anyhow.
So I'll take another toke of store-bought smoke and a drink of this whiskey now. 'Cause I'm ramping up operations, if only in my mind. Little things that once took the whole year are getting done in half the time. Maybe it's just my imagination, but it sure got me feeling fine. I'm ramping up operations in my mind. That unknown number on the telephone ain't no collection agency. And the black cat waiting outside of the door surely ain't meant for me. 'Cause I'm in love with my baby, staring at me from the screen. And there's no broken hearts in my upstart or losers in this company. 'Cause I'm ramping up operations, if only in my mind. Little things that once took the whole year are getting done in half the time. Maybe it's just my imagination, but sure got me feeling fine. I'm ramping up operations in my mind. In my mind. In my mind. In my mind.
I came up with that line when I said, little things that once took a whole year, I'm getting done in half the time, which it took me like 6 months to do some little chore, like getting this little garbage can thing together under my cabinets or something. I don't know, I'm just laughing at myself. Live TV got a tune. I'm going to do another one from my album Invisible Lines, which I do have some back here, and I've got some cool shirts and some hats and all kinds of stuff. This one, I have a music video that came out for this one. This was a single from this summer. This is called Further I Run.
Painfully aware that I should stay. The harder I try, the more the reasons why hit me like a wrong freight train. I can't help but notice how your eyes are leading me that way. The further I run, the more I wanna stay. This morning time, the sun is on the rise. All that I can see is your face. Thinking about when our love you just began. If we'll make it back to that place that seems to have gone missing, disappeared without a trace. The further I run, the more I wanna stay. Were we only dreaming as we stumble through the crowd? Minds erased, but it's all coming back to me now. Oh. once erased, but it's all coming back to me now. Oh. The further I run, the further I run.
Thank you so much. If you're on the Facebooks and Instagram, you can look me up, jmstevens Music. YouTube, jmstevens. I got a ton of videos on there. I've made 4 music videos this year, and I'm the only person in all of them. But I tried to come up with something unique for each one. I love the last one we did was this next song I'm going to play. It's called Yesterday Lied. And I was inspired. My daughter really got into the movie Goodfellas, which is what you want your 16-year-old to be watching. and she was obsessed with it. And there was a scene in there that's a one-shot that Scorsese did, where it's like a 5-minute scene. It's just one continuous shot. And so I did my attempt at doing a music video that way. Just a day in or a 5-minute period of my life, walking out, getting the paper, going through my house, going into my studio, sitting down, playing the song. And it sounds easy, but it took me about 30 takes to get it right because I kept messing something up. But you can see the result, and I'm going to play the song now. This is called Yesterday Lied.
Yesterday lied when it said tomorrow would be easier, that we'd step outside into the air that was cool and breezier. But I'm still waiting for that coveted day to come, when it don't feel like it's all about to come undone. I took those empty promises in stride when yesterday lied. I hear those wolves out there howling, but they're still a few miles away. But soon enough they'll be at the door collecting on them bills to pay. But they'll just have to take a number and get in line behind their pack of friends that have already arrived. My application for credit has been denied, and yesterday lied. Yesterday's news don't really seem to be in the past anymore. There's people in the streets marching, saying that they ain't gonna take anymore. But as I watch those monuments come crashing down, and hear those voices ringing out even in my hometown, gives me faith in a better tomorrow we might find. 'Cause yesterday lied.
Okay, I think I'm going to do a couple more songs. I so really appreciate you guys being here. I'm really very happy to be playing for you tonight. It means the world to me that you're all sitting here and listening. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I can't thank the museum enough, and Jill and Leanne for inviting me to play, and all the awesome promotion they did. They got me in every paper down here, and that was really, really great, you know. I was like, dang, I need to get you on my team. There's a brand new song called Cobwebs. Cobwebs on the ceiling, cobwebs on the floor, hanging in the corner, getting harder to ignore. I'm just trying to figure out what to do about those cobwebs between me and you. We push them to the side, but we know they're still there. From them we try to hide, act like we don't care. What once was old has become new, just like those cobwebs between me and you. Was only a dream I had that I can't seem to shake. But is it so bad if I don't ever want to wake? A dream that you realized how much you needed me, and we look so happy, like lovers on TV. We walked hand in hand down the avenue, without those cobwebs between me and you. Yeah, without those cobwebs between me and you. We want something. Do you want a lullaby? You want something chill, or do you want a rocker? How do you want to go out? Rocker. Okay, you got it. I was hoping you'd say that. But you know, I play for you, not for myself, so I want to make you happy. I'm going to do the title track to my album, Invisible Lines. This is a song about having somebody on the other side of town you can't wait to see. Hey, what you doing today, girl? I hope you're coming my way. I got this feeling inside, yeah, it's just not going away. Hey, what you doing today, girl? I got nothing but time to feel all of your needs, yeah. Don't leave me left on the line. Invisible lines between us melt away and disappear.
think about tomorrow, no, I just wanna be right here. Ooh, where you going today, girl? I'm feeling so alone. It's like it ever returned now. Somebody throwing a stone. Hey, where you going today, girl? How come you ain't here by me? You know the fever we ignite, it burns 1,000 degrees. Invisible lines between us melt away and disappear. Don't wanna think about tomorrow, no, I just wanna be right here. Invisible lines between us melt away and disappear. Don't wanna think about tomorrow, no, I just wanna be right here. Invisible lines between us melt away and disappear. Don't wanna think about tomorrow, no, I just wanna be right here. Ooh, ooh.
Thank you so very much. Come say hi to me. I'll be hanging back there. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.